Good day to our lecture. Ever we are from Group 1 are excited to explain our analysis feature communication accommodation theory. Before we dive into the topic, let's introduce ourselves. Our team members conduct the 8 members, which is Fitri, Pika, Alia, Rabiatul, Pael, Pawan, and Fisha. Each of us has a unique perspective and academic background to bring this report together. And you can find our table data in the first section of our report. Next, we move on to the core of our study, which is communication accommodation theory, formerly known as ACAT. This theory was developed by Howard essentially for understanding the dynamic of human interaction. Secondly, can explain why and how people address their speech and nonverbal behavior during a conversation, evident that they are not static communication but constantly adapt to our mental nature.
Okay, we start with definition. What is communication accommodation theory? Communication accommodation theory explains how people adjust the way they speak and communicate to connect better with others. When we talk to different people, we often change our tone, speed, accent, or choice of words. Sometimes we speak more formally with a lecturer, more casually with a friend, or more politely with others. These changes are called accommodation. There are two main ways we accommodate. First is convergence. It means when we adapt our communication to become more similar to the other person. This helps build trust, respect, and understanding. Second one is divergence. It means when we emphasize our differences to show identity or independence. Communication accommodation theory shows that communication is not just about what we say, but how we say it and how we adjust to others to create better relationships and understanding.
Communication Accommodation Theory or CAT was developed by Howard Case in 1973. At first, it was known as Speech Accommodation Theory or SAT. The early research mainly focused on how people adjust their accent and dialect during communication. It also examined how factors such as ethnicity and social class influence the way people speak to others. As the theory developed, researchers realized that communication is not only about the speech. Over time, the theory expanded to include nonverbal communication such as gesture, facial expression, and body language. Because of this broader focus, speech accommodation theory was later renamed Communication Accommodation Theory or CAT. Today, CAT helps us understand how people adapt their communication to connect better with other social interaction.
My name is Nur Shafika binti Sonit, and today I would like to share with you guys about the element of communication accommodation theory. So there are several types of CAT. The first one is convergence. Convergence happens when a speaker adjusts their tone to be familiar with another person. The second one is divergence. Divergence happens when a speaker emphasizes difference in communication to show distance. Next, maintenance. Maintenance happen when a speaker don't show any different tones in communication with other persons. And the last one is over-accommodation. Over-accommodation happen when a speaker over-adjust their tones in unnecessary ways. That's all for me. Thank you.
Communication accommodation theory or CAT can be applied in our daily life by adjusting how we communicate with different people. Everyone has different backgrounds such as ages and ways of speaking, so changing our communication style can make conversation become smoother and more comfortable. For example, when we talk to older people like parents or lecturers, we should speak more politely and clearly. But when we talk to friends, we can be more relaxed and casual. One important concept in CAT is called conversion. This means we try to match the other person's ways of speaking, such as their tone, speed, or choice of word. If someone speaks slowly and calmly, we can do the same. This helps show empathy and makes others feel respected and appreciated. However, CAT also reminds us to not to overdo it. Sometimes keeping our own communication style, known as divergent, is important so we can express our identity while still being respectful. Overall, applying CAT in daily life helps reduce misunderstandings, improve our relationships, and build trust through better communication. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Alia. I will be explaining about the application of communication accommodation theory in group setting. The first is in university group assignment. Group members are often adapt their language during discussions. This situation is known as convergence, where communication is adjusted for mutual comfort. The second is multi-background group discussion. In groups, there are members from different culture or social backgrounds. Students usually avoid using their own dialects and instead communicate in standard language to prevent misunderstanding. This helps create equal understanding and unity within the group. Next, the role of group leader. They will adjust the communication styles. They may speak firmly when reminding members about deadlines, but use a more friendly and supportive tone when encouraging a stressed member. Lastly, over-accommodation in groups. It sometimes occurs, such as members explain a simple task too slow and repeatedly, which may cause discomfort.
This slide explains the application of communication accommodation theory in organization. The workplace CAT show how employees adjust their communication style to build effective relationship. The first concept is conversion, where a friendly and supportive tone is used to build a rapport and trust. For example, manager may speak in a relaxed way to encourage teamwork and cooperation. The second concept is divergent, which involves using a more formal tone to maintain authority and professionalism, especially when giving instruction or making decisions. Overall, CAT is applied in leadership, conflict management, multicultural workplace, and customer service. By adapting communication style, organization can improve understanding, reduce conflict, and create a more positive working environment.
To conclude, communication accommodation theory explains how people adjust their communication styles during social interaction. It shows that communication is not fixed, but dynamic and highly dependent on the situation and the people involved.
Through strategies such as convergence and divergence, individuals can either reduce social distances by using a friendly tone or maintain authority by using a formal style. This adjustment helps people communicate more effectively in different contexts. Communication accommodation theory is applicable at the individual, group, and organizational level. It plays an important role in leadership, conflict management, multicultural workplace, and customer service. Overall, effective communication accommodation helps improve understanding, cooperation, and social relationship. By being aware of how we adapt our communication, we can build stronger connection and create more positive interaction in our daily life. That's all from us. Bye!